What's up everybody, my name is Bryant and this is the Playful Tryhard channel. Today we're going to be covering the player attributes in the Division beta, which includes stamina, firearms, and electronics. But first, considering this is my first YouTube video, I thought it'd be a good idea to introduce myself and the channel. Let's get to it. However, if you do not want to hear anything about me, myself, or the channel, you can just skip it to the time below on the screen. When it comes to video games, I love the endgame material, or just beating the game altogether actually. Games such as The Division, Destiny, and Ark Survival Evolved, with their constant grind and RPG nature, are the ones that intrigue me the most, and the ones that I'll be covering the most. I will be doing random Let's Plays every once in a while, but we're going to stick to those three mainly. Anyways, let's get to the game. So as you can see right now, I'm doing... wipe those guys out real quick. Alright, let's keep moving. So let's go into the player menu real quick. As you can see at the top of the screen, we have firearms, stamina, and skill power. Now each of these, honestly, when I first opened the game, I didn't even know what they did, but I slowly figured it out. First of all, firearms are going to be the thing that increases or decreases your DPS depending on how much you actually have in that certain section. Firearms can be very useful if you want to be a kind of guy that just can gun people down like crazy. Player attributes are affected by your gear that you have equipped. So let's go into this one as well. Right here you see that one has 30 firearms. 30 firearms can make a lot of difference actually. We drop it down 30, we'll actually lose a little over 400 DPS, which is a little substantial. But you gotta realize that this is going to be a give and take when it comes to certain stuff. If you want to take out a certain amount of firearms, you're going to add to certain other areas. So if you do want to add to, let's say, stamina, you're going to have to drop down your DPS, your weapons, and maybe play a little more smart when it comes to just trying to gun someone down with a single mag. Stamina is, as it says right above it actually, it's actually going to do with health. The more stamina you have, the more health you have, period. That one's pretty easy to go by. If you want to tank a bunch of health, if you want to be that tank class, which I think is security in the Division, you can just literally just put everything into stamina and just have a crap ton of health, deal moderate DPS, and your skills will deal moderate amounts of damage and stuff like that. Speaking of skills, so today we're going to be talking about skill power for the main part, and that's going to be what's called electronics. Electronics are increase the damage, the healing, or the increase of damage with the mod scan. But the skill power is what is going to affect the damage done by the sticky grenade, and so on and so forth. And we'll get onto that with a little bit of a different gameplay. I kind of want to actually show you some clips right here. Alright, so at the top right hand corner you can see I boosted my electronics power to a 162. This should increase it quite substantially from what I used to have. I think it was like a 120 something, but we're going to check it out right now by doing a body shot with the sticky bomb on these level 5 guys right here. So let's go ahead and stick it right there. Doing the body shot because it's nice and controlled. I can control the distance from which I do it. As you can see, I did a 59-40, so we're going to fall back a little bit. Hopefully we can actually hold off on these guys because they're the exact same, and we can wait for that to come back. And while we're doing this, we're actually going to drop down our electronics without raising our DPS, which could be a little hard, but we're going to do our best to do that. We don't want to drop our DPS just in case that does affect it. Oh, they're right on top of me. We're going to move. Run! Run away! Alright, and we're back. Those other guys despawned, so we had to come find these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take out these few guys. We're going to be looking for a normal guy, so we're looking for a situation to match as close as possible. There should be one in here somewhere. There he is. Alright. Let's see how much this thing does. We're going for that body shot. And boom! 5,023. Actually not that bad of a drop. Go ahead and grab this. Not that bad of a drop actually. I mean, it was only like 30, but still. We'll go ahead and get into the math just a moment once I go ahead and get out of this area. Alright, and we're back. And that was actually a lot more than I thought it was. I think it was a little over 900 damage difference, which is a lot more substantial than I thought it would be, honestly. It was like, I think it was 25 difference in electronics, and it took off almost 1,000 damage for just one single body shot. So you gotta really watch it if you're gonna be using that mine. If you want to use that mine as a really primarily a killer, you're gonna want to boost your electronics as much as you can. But some people, they don't like to use that mine. They like to use the scan or the healing. Now we're gonna look into the healing now, and then we'll look into the scan here in a minute. So let's start with the healing. Alright, we're back. I got my buddy Gabe here to kind of help us out with the healing process, because every time I tried to heal myself, it just healed me all the way up. So I'm going to hope it doesn't heal your teammates as much as it heals yourself. As you can see, Gabe's been hurt a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and shoot this on over there. Let's see if we can heal him up. I got him nice, about 1.5 bars right there of his health. Feel a lot better, Gabe?
Oh yeah.
And that was at a 114 electronics. Now we're going to see if the electronics actually affects the total amount of health, or if it's just kind of passive. If it's just kind of affects maybe its recharge rate or something. But we'll get back to you when we get Gabe back to a lower health.
They're crappy shots. Oh, there they go.
There you go. Yeah, they're really starting to light into you
Half
now.
health.
Alright, so you get to a bar, that's good. There we go. Should heal back up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it'll heal back up to the first bar.
Alright, and we're back. Alright, so we got Gabe back down to his low health, right where he likes it. And I went ahead and dropped my electronics down to a 65, which is almost half of what I had before. So we're going to see if this actually affects it. I tried to make it the largest difference I could. And wow, that actually only healed you just less than 1 bar. So it actually does make a difference.
Yeah, it stopped at 2.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. So the higher your skill power, or the more electronics you have, the more you'll actually heal other players. Now healing yourself will be kind of a weird thing, but because you can pretty much heal yourself entirely with one thing, but seems like the skill power actually does affect the healing, which is not surprising at all. I kind of thought I saw it, but I didn't expect that big of a difference.
I like the balance.
Yeah, I liked how they did this, kind of like in Destiny with intellect, discipline, and strength. But anyways, let's get on to the scanning portion, where we try to figure out if the mod we're scanning, if you can increase the damage increase that it gives you on scanned players. I'll be back when I get that. Alright, so we're back with the scan, and to test out the scan and the healing, I wanted to drop my electronics down very substantially. So I went ahead and bought some stuff and got some stuff done, and I ended up buying enough stuff and finding enough stuff to drop it down to a 65. I only have it right there on my holster at the moment, but right now I figured that was low enough. So we're going to see if it affects the increased damage from the scan, which is one of the mods on the scan. So it's damage versus pulse targets. So we're going to go ahead and shoot a couple of these guys. Get some body shots. Ooh, lag. 616 body shot. Alright. And I'll increase my electronics, go find another group of guys. They're level 5, and I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. Found a couple little volunteers. That one, we're not actually going to count the numbers, but this one back here. Wait, where'd he go? That one. We're going to count him. We're going to go ahead and scan. Pop him in the head. Pop him in the head. Do a couple body shots. This guy is 616. Oh, sniper up top. You didn't see him. Die. Anyways, I'll get back to you after this battle. Alright, so if you saw right there, they actually did 616, which is kind of a bummer. It didn't increase the damage, but hey, you win some, you lose some. But anyways, guys, I think I'm running a little high on the time, so I'm going to go ahead and call it right here. If you like that video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. Like I said, it's my first video, so I'd love some criticism. Anyways, guys, this is Bryant, and this is the Playful Tryhard channel, and I am signing off.